Ryan, today we went out to the mall and I saw you approach 6 girls. Now, out of those 6 girls, I saw that you only got 3 of them to give you their number so you can follow up with them. But the other 3, obviously kind of in some ways a lot of people say yeah they rejected you or they didn't give you their number or anything like that. Mm-hmm. So how do you deal with quote unquote rejection or not or failure of approaching women and getting their numbers? Because I've noticed with guys who have went out to approach women to do this kind of things, guys who probably aren't as advanced as you are or have done this for the time that you've been doing it for, but I've noticed how sometimes they'll approach a girl and they'll get rejected and they're like, after that, everything, like, oh yeah, I don't want to approach anymore, like their whole day is ruined and they're like, oh nah, this sucks, whatever. And they'll just get into like a really negative state of mind. Like, how do you overcome that? How do you keep on going, even if you get rejected?
I guess I see the world a little different now after so many community teachings and so much, self-help and self-improvement. And I start to see it as like they're just people, and some of these girls, they have issues, and sometimes the customer is just not looking for what you have to sell. If I was trying to sell a chocolate bar, I'd probably want to pitch it in a place that where I have a target market that was going to want to buy chocolate. Mm-hmm. I might want to pitch it in front of McDonald's. I can probably sell Girl Scout cookies in front of McDonald's or Safeway, whatever. But if I pitch that same, chocolate bar in front of, I don't know, a holistic health food store, people are just gonna, it's not what they're looking for. So, to me, I don't even see rejection as a real thing. To me, it's like the world is a video game arcade. And, I take a quarter out of my pocket, I pop it in and I play the game and whatever. Sometimes I'm going to die like on, World 1-1 before I even, get the flagpole. And the thing is, I have a pocket full of quarters. So if I, die on the video game, I just put another quarter in and keep playing. And to me, it's just all fun. And sometimes you go up to the girl that, as a man, I'm going to be looking at the woman's physicality. I don't know anything about her. All I see is blonde hair, nice tits, nice ass. She's dressed good, pretty face. Okay, she's someone I would consider dating. Let's go start the courtship process. I've already qualified her because of what she looks like, because of her physique. Now I need to see, does she have what's going on up here? Does she have what's right for me? Is she going to be the type of woman that's going to do the things that I need to have my needs satisfied? And I'm going to know that instantly as soon as she starts talking. And this is where a lot of girls screw up their chances with me. They open their mouth and they say retarded shit. They say very bitchy stuff. They basically exude that they are not a very interesting person. They're not fun, they're not flirty, they're not touchy-feely, they're possibly scared to touch me, they may be intimidated. They say dumb things that don't make sense. They instantly try to get in more rapport than is necessary, or they're not their self, they're wearing a social mask. All these things, like, you really start using the skill of listening, which, is said to be one of the hardest skills, but when you actually stop and you hear what they have to say, at some point you guys could be in the presence of a beautiful model material girl and just realize she's retarded and you wouldn't even want to date her. There's so many times, I've been blinded by beauty myself when I go in blindly to the set. I open the set, I build attraction, and I get the number, and I don't call her the next day. I wake up the next morning with sometimes 25 phone numbers in my contact list, and I'm like, who is this? This girl did not make a good enough impression for me to call back. I might even look her up on the Facebook, and see, oh, she's hot. Oh, that was that girl that was talking about this. Or you look at her Facebook, and when you take things at face value, which most things are, you look at someone's bio, they're not going to really feed you a lot of bullshit. They're going to be trying to display who they are. And the other day, Christian and I were out at Chateau, and there was a tall, probably like 6'2" model blonde girl. Remember the corner?
Oh yeah.
And I was like, well, that looks like a good warm-up set. I went in, and I locked in the set, and I started Kino. She was very warm and receptive, but she was very ditzy. Like, she didn't have a brain. And then I looked at her Facebook page, and she had all these like weird, like emo, depressive pictures on her. Not pictures of herself, but like pictures that she had drawn of like, you know, it was a very morbid material. And I was kind of like, I don't care how hot this girl is. I don't want to get involved in her world, in her reality. Not when, you know, mine is better. I'm looking for a woman that's going to want to augment my awesome reality. I don't want to jump into, you know, some girl just because she's hot, but then she's psycho. She's a, you know, stage 5 clinger, stalker. And you need to really be aware who you're gaming. That's one of the biggest things for me.